The story begins in a small town in Colorado, where Lily Parker, a quiet 26-year-old woman, lived a life that almost no one truly understood. From a distance, people saw only what they wanted to see. They whispered. They laughed. They pointed fingers. Lily wasn't the kind of girl who fit in easily. She wore oversized sweaters, kept her hair tied back, and walked with her head down. It was easy for strangers to assume she didn't care about herself. Easy for classmates, neighbors, and even coworkers to judge her looks. But no one ever asked her why. Every morning, Lily walked to the little coffee shop where she worked as a cashier. It wasn't her dream job, but it helped pay for something she didn't want the world to know about. Her manager, Jacob Turner, was one of the only people who treated her with respect. He was 32, kind-eyed, and noticed things others ignored, like how Lily would sometimes get lost in thought or wipe her cheeks before greeting customers. One day, a group of girls came into the shop, regulars, smirking as they ordered their drinks. "Do you even brush your hair, Lily?" one asked loudly. Another whispered to her friend, "She looks like she just gave up on life." The giggles echoed through the cafe. Lily's hands trembled, but she stayed silent. She always did. Jacob stepped forward and said firmly, "That's enough. Order your drinks or leave." The girls rolled their eyes and left, but not before muttering a few insults under their breath. After they were gone, Jacob asked softly, "Why don't you ever stand up for yourself?" Lily hesitated, then whispered, "Because they don't know the truth, and I don't want them to." Jacob didn't push her. But he knew something was wrong. What no one saw, what Lily hid so carefully, was her real life after work. She didn't go home to relax. She didn't watch movies. She didn't hang out with friends. Instead, she rushed to the hospital, every single day, to sit beside her mom, Claire Parker, who was battling late-stage cancer. Lily had been caring for her mother alone for 2 years since her father passed away from a heart attack. The medical bills were crushing her. She worked extra shifts, skipped meals, and wore old clothes because every spare dollar went to treatment. Her tired eyes weren't because she didn't sleep, they were because she couldn't. She held her mother's hand every night, praying for one more day. But no one knew. She didn't tell people because she wasn't looking for pity. She hated the idea of others thinking she was broken or weak. And so, she carried the weight silently, letting the world misjudge her. One evening, Lily arrived at the hospital and saw something she feared, her mother struggling to breathe. The nurse rushed in. The doctors tried everything. Lily felt like her heart was being torn out. Her mother looked at her and whispered, "Baby, don't hide your heart. You're stronger than you think." Those were her last words. When Lily walked out of the hospital at 3 a.m., she wasn't the same person anymore. She felt empty. Lost. Broken. But the world didn't stop. Bills still had to be paid. Work still expected her. And the same people still judged her without knowing a single thing about her life. A few weeks later, Lily walked into work looking more drained than ever. The same group of girls walked in, laughing and pointing at a stain on her sweater. "God, Lily, you look worse every day," one said. This time, Lily did nothing. She simply lowered her head and whispered, "I'm sorry." But someone else didn't stay silent. Jacob, who had been quietly watching Lily for months, suddenly turned to the girls and said, "Do you even know what she's going through? Do you know she just lost her mom? Do you know she's been paying for cancer treatments on her own while working double shifts? No? Then maybe don't judge someone by their appearance." The entire cafe went silent. The girls froze. One whispered, I didn't know." Another looked down, ashamed. But the moment that broke everyone's heart came when Lily finally lifted her head, tears falling freely, and said, "You never cared to ask." For the first time, the girls saw the truth, not the girl with messy hair and oversized clothes. Not the girl who looked tired and quiet. They saw a daughter who fought harder than anyone. A human being carrying pain bigger than her body. Someone who never complained, even while her world fell apart. Jacob walked over and placed a comforting hand on her shoulder. "You don't have to hide anymore," he said gently. "You deserve kindness too." Something changed that day. The girls apologized. People in town started treating Lily differently, not because they felt sorry for her, but because they finally understood her strength. And Lily slowly learned to open up, to trust people again, and to let her walls down. Months later, she started a small project in her mom's memory, a community group that helped families dealing with medical struggles. She became a voice for the quiet ones, the ones who stayed strong in silence. Her story touched thousands. And the same people who once judged her looks ended up admiring her heart.